Share a Cup is brought to you by Ovaltine. All right, we're back and it's time to share a cup, courtesy of the folks at Ovaltine.
Ovaltine.
And I have ZAN in the building and I made this spiced frozen hot chocolate. Let me tell you what I did. Very, very simple. In a blender, I added some ice, 1.5 cups of milk, 4 heaping tablespoons of Ovaltine, 1 tablespoon of unsweetened cocoa powder,
Right.
and a nice heaping tablespoon of condensed milk.
Wow.
Just a couple dashes of cayenne pepper for that little extra kick. Blend until smooth and pour into 2 delicious glasses.
Wow.
Cheers, my brother.
Cheers.
I know there's a hot chocolate, man.
I am.
Frozen hot chocolate. You get the kick? You get the kick?
I didn't understand what the cayenne pepper was.
So there's an adult frozen chocolate.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Rather.
so the little kick, that little cayenne
Yeah.
pepper, just take it to another level.
Yeah, but in my head, I'm trying to figure out what the cayenne went and do.
When I
Yeah,
said
brother.
Ovaltine, boy, cheers,
Cheers,
brother.
boy.
Cheers, brother.
Yeah, I didn't have a Ovaltine in a while, like the drink like that. But
know.
I'll give you a history on this. This is my adult snack. Ovaltine is something that is always in my patch.
Cheers.
Always.
Always.
You wouldn't notice it because I will remove the orange part from it so that you wouldn't see the Ovaltine part.
You know the Ovaltine for yourself?
I am ambitiously trying to eat all by myself all the time. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
No.
There's a pack. There's a pack that you'll see, and there's a pack that you don't see.
Right. Then, when I heard your voice on the airwaves this year, I had a certain amount of happiness that erupted in me. I was genuinely happy just to hear your voice rocking the airwaves again, because you were missing in action for a while.
Yes.
Talk to me about that little period of missing in action.
Well, I remember going to band practice, and I was told that I will no longer be a part of the band. I didn't get a physical reason at that point in time. I was just told that, I'm trying to remember this for a while now, that what was actually said to me, I was trying to figure that out. I can't remember anything being said to me, what was the actual reason. So that was a long time ago though.
And that was it? You told you no longer, basically,
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of different things going on, a lot of different things that created tension between some of the main players of the band and I, and this would have been around, unfortunately, around the court case. So I was placed in a position where I would have to imagine what was the actual reason why. It was never contested by anybody, just people just saying effects that happened to you. And, I myself didn't contest it. I don't think it was my place to be contesting anything. It was my band, it was Michelle's band, so.
And what happened after that? So you no longer were connected to
the band,
what happened to your career after that?
Well, it pretty much went downhill,
You gave up on the music?
I never gave up.
You continued to?
I continued making music. And that's one of the more important things that I want to tell you today, Joel. Everyone else is allowed to give up on Joel Villafana. Everyone else is allowed to do that. Joel Villafana is not allowed to give up on Joel Villafana.
And ZAN, Joel Feveck,
Yeah.
never give up.
I never gave up. I realized my situation, and I realized that this road is dark and long, and you're going to have to walk it until you find your life.
Alone.
Alone. I was walking along the dark road that I was walking down, and I decided to be a little more brave and make new choices. I made a decision that I didn't want to be in Trinidad anymore. You know, I was going to migrate and try something else. And just as I was about to leave Trinidad, COVID-19 hits.
Wow.
So I'm like, what am I to do? What am I going to do here? You know, at the point in time, our job situations compromise because everything is being closed down. What am I to do here, Lord? Was my question on a daily basis. And it didn't take long because this happened in March. I got a call from Colonel Roberts. Colonel Roberts told me, hey, we're doing some work up here. Me, Ovaltine, and a producer by the name of Mega Mickey was working with at the point in time. Michelandus. And I said, you know what, that's real good. I was glad to hear from Kitch. I accustomed hearing from Kitch. I was glad to hear that, you know, he was working with Chow because I already know that's a good team. That was always a good team. Every time they did stuff together, it turned to
Goal.
good goal. Good goal too.
Good goal.
Yeah. So I went back into probably watching my series or whatever I was watching
Netflix
on
or
Netflix.
something.
Yeah, no, it's always Netflix, Joel, right? And he calls back. So I was like, yo, what going on? He was like, yo, I feel you better find your way up here, you know, because look, Chow saying that I don't want to start this project without ZAN, in plain words. And I went to Chow's house and I stayed in Chow's house with Kitch and the rest of the team working straight for 18 months.
So what was our first conversation when Tony Chow called you?
I thought that being in that environment would have been something that I would have to come to terms with again. That wasn't the case, Joel.
You sit back and you fall right back.
It's like muscle memory.
Like riding a bike. Yeah,
Like, you know, like riding a bike. You know, I'm there and I'm doing as much work as everybody else, and I'm coming up with new ideas, and then I start going into overdrive, and it almost seems as though that was God's plan. I couldn't leave Trinidad because that was the plan. And it's clearly, when I look now, I have 4 songs on the radio that everyone enjoys.
The biggest comeback.
I get it.
You'd have never dreamed that would have been
That would have been the biggest comeback in soca music.
The music you've done, ZAN, in 2022 literally sparked your career back in a way that I don't think any of your fans who would have known the artist, known the voice that they would have come to love.
Yeah.
It's just like you just, wow. What was that process like?
Hearing you saying it, it makes me emotional. But I decided to, you know, just live in the moment, appreciate it. I listen to every fan, I listen to every friend that makes a compliment or suggestion so that I don't miss the moment that this is all happening. You know, so I just grateful because I've always loved soca music. You know, if you watch me perform, you could tell that you actually just giving away your money when you give me money, because I'm already paying myself by enjoying myself. You know, and you pay me too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Tell me what the songs quickly. Never Again, as I tell you, is probably one of the most brilliant written songs I've heard in a while. I mean, I think I heard you said that some of the things you experienced.
Yeah, that's Never Again is basically my experiences in a nutshell, you know, that I wanted to share with, you know.
So those things happen to you.
Yeah, because it's based on all those questions you asked. What happened in the past?
Okay.
You know. So I'm
You-
trying.
you leave
I had
the
a
past out in a
summary.
plane?
Yeah, I had a summary of saying, well, maybe it's this, or maybe it's this. I've done a lot, so maybe it's this. You know. And I compile all of them into verses, and the chorus, which is the point that tells the story that I'm sorry to whomever it may concern, and I'll never do those things again.
Never again.
Never again.
Never again. Sunshine and Wine is just the typical party song.
No, that was off the heels of the joking board rhythm. We
Right.
decided to, you know, continue working on the rhythms.
Right.
We had a nice success with the Scrub It Down.
Yeah. How seriously you take the writing, Zan?
Writing is
I mean, you're an
my
artist,
life.
but you
Writing is
write.
who I am.
Yeah.
Writing is who I truly am these days. You know, I like thinking out of the box. I like using the opportunity of words to expand on our industry.
Yeah. You're about to do Audrey Rhythm as well. I think
Yeah.
it was created by Chinese ones. Right?
Yes.
That Audrey Rhythm is sweet too bad. Love it too bad. The one you did was
Right. Mine is Bravo, Bravo.
No Man. That's what the
Bravo.
song. That's the name of the song.
Yeah, you calling it Bam Bam Clapping. You calling
Like
it.
the only line I hear.
Yeah.
I'm repeating my. I
Yeah,
don't know why. I don't-
Yeah, so we kept a more tasteful name, which is Bravo, Bravo. So fellas, if you see a girl that have all the abilities of clapping, and you see her pass and you admire her, you do not slap it, you just clap it.
Bravo.
Yeah,
Bravo,
you just
bravo.
clap it. You just say good.
I want to thank you for dropping by.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for sharing
Thank
time
you.
with
I
us.
thank you for this Ovaltine because
thank you.
watch me. Everything Joel Villafan have in this kitchen is like what I have to sing for you. It's good.
Bravo.
Bravo, bravo,
Oh, wait,
bravo.
take us over that, you know.
Bravo. Huh?
Oh, wait, take us over that.
I can sing that for you
Right?
anytime.
Take us over that.
Yeah.
And I want to wish you all the best for this season.
Thank you.
And not only this season. But
I want to wish you all the best
yeah,
for
man,
the future
respect. And
endeavors.
I hope
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
this is not the
Yeah.
first and last season I'm hearing from Zan.
Of course.
Bravo!
Yeah! I can't